I'm here today to share with you a bit of self-care love for your thoracic spine. You may not have thought about your thoracic spine very often, but our thoracic spine really is most of our torso, all the way down to our lower ribs. And a lot of times this area can get kind of as if it's one piece. And we forget that we have movement between the ribs, between the vertebra, and between the vertebra and the ribs. Not to mention all the juicy organs inside that love to glide on each other as well. So sometimes that cage of the rib cage feels like it's a little too locked down. And this exercise, a little bit of isometrics or isotonics with our thoracic spine, might help in the mobility and the ease in your whole body. It might also help with feeling like you can breathe a little easier or feel like there's just more space in your torso. So we want to start with a bit of assessing, because I always like to know, did we do anything? So maybe you check out a few movements of your back and your spine, maybe side to side, front and back, maybe a little rotation, and simply notice if there's any glitches or sore areas or places that feel a little bit off, or maybe you just feel like they're not very alive or awake. That could also be true. So from here, let's start with the movement of flexion and extension. So I'm going to bring my spine into a little bit of flexion. You could have your hands on your shoulders, crossing your hands on your shoulders, and a little bit of extension. And we want to go into the range of motion that for you feels the most comfortable. So we're not trying to push the edges at all. We're really trying to stay in the range that is the most easeful in your body. So if it hurts, we're going to go away from that pain and continue to focus on where the glide or the ease is. So it might look very small for you, this movement, and that's okay too. But decide if you like more of the body in this flexion state, or if you prefer and feel more comfortable with the body more in this extension state. And whichever state you are in, we're going to go and exaggerate that position, and then we're going to imagine pushing out of it. Now, if you had a partner or a friend, you could maybe have them hold you in a position gently and push out of that. But for today, since we're on our own, we're going to find anywhere in that position. My body today likes this flexion. And I'm simply going to imagine someone holding me here and pushing gently against them. So I'm adding a little bit of resistance in my own body to feel that push. And I'm doing it very slightly, maybe for about 8 to 10 seconds. And then slowly follow through in the direction you were pushing. And allow the body, if it needs to integrate with some other kind of movement, allow it to come back to that neutral place. Give it a minute. Sometimes it needs a little, it's like the ripples of a pond. It needs a little bit of time to settle, and then recheck and notice if your range of motion increased at all. If you have a little more ease between your joints, maybe you don't have a different range of motion, but you feel that the joint has been oiled up a little bit, or there's more room to breathe. You maybe have a change with your breathing pattern. So that's the first direction. The second direction is going to be that side to side movement. You can bring your fingertips on your shoulders here, and same idea, checking out your side to side movement. Being mindful that we are not going to go into any pain again. So we're keeping this within the range that feels easy on your body. We don't want to go into a stretch. That's a different kind of thing. So don't go to the edge and kind of feel the fascial pull. You really want to keep it in the easeful, glidey state. And then again, find which side feels easier to you. If they both feel good, then either one should work. Stay in that position. Imagine someone holding you there and gently begin to push out of that position with the slightest bit of tension in your spine. After a few seconds, follow through passively and allow the body to come back to neutral. Take a moment and simply notice that space. And then after that, recheck your movements and see if you've got any added range just from doing that side to side. I definitely feel like that helped my body a bit today. Then the last direction we'll check out is the rotation left and right. So playing with what feels the easiest. We're going to go into the easy side, and then from here, imagine pushing out of it. So I'm imagining pushing in the opposite direction, adding a slight bit of tension into that movement, slowly coming out of it by passively moving through, giving my body a few moments of rest or longer if you need it. And in that rest, the body is repatterning. The body is finding a new way to organize. And we want to let that nervous system track that change so that it's long-lasting and sustainable. Then you might recheck. Can you see all the way around behind you now? And then I always like to integrate with a little maybe figure 8 movements, feeling that ease through your ribs and upper back. Maybe you do the backstroke and figure 8 backwards. Maybe you do a little in and out with your limbs, your elbows. Do what feels good here. Allow yourself to play with the movement of your thoracic spine. Notice if your breath is any different. More space, maybe you even feel taller. That would help me. I hope you enjoyed our thoracic spine exploration today. Take care.